Hello, good morning again, everybody. I'm back today. So we have a good mix of new and old, not old, existing members, okay, with us today. And as usual, I'm just going to do a quick poll to see if this is your first time. Okay. And while you are filling that in, I'm just going to run through what we do here on a daily basis. Okay, so I hope you guys are feeling good today. For those in Singapore, we have a short week. Today is the last working day of the week. So I hope you guys are very energized for the session today. So what we do here every day at 11 o'clock plus 8 GMT. Okay, we have this daily webinar where Jin will be walking through with us his thoughts and ideas for a specific currency pair for each day. Sometimes we have 2 pairs. Okay, on Monday, we will go through Australian and Kiwi dollar. Tuesday, the euro. Wednesday, pound. Today, Thursday, we have Japanese yen and gold. Friday, Canadian dollar and oil. Okay, so today, Jin will be talking about yen and gold. And as he will be taking us through different time frames, the webinar will be beneficial to both long-term and short-term traders. Hold on, let me just sort that out. Okay. Yeah, as you will be going through with us different time frames, okay, it will be very beneficial to both long-term and short-term traders. You will be also go through what could move prices, some possible trade ideas, and also highlighting the potential targets and risks for each idea. However, just a disclaimer that any information shared is not meant to be a trade recommendation, but solely Jin's opinions and views. So remember to also do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. Okay, now that we have the poll filled up, thank you very much. We just got one more. Okay, to find out where did you come from. Okay, and as you are filling that in, I will continue to give further introduction. So I have known Jin for about 4 years, first as a student and then to a trader and coach as well as a business partner. Okay, we actually run 2 things here. One is LCMS Traders, okay, where most of you are members in. Okay, and this is where we conduct trainings and share information about Forex trading. Okay, as well as Forex Briefcase, which is our managed account service, where Jin trades an AUM of over 8 million USD on a daily basis. Apart from that, Jin has also been invited to speak on many stages globally. Okay, and in fact, I'm sure one of the reasons why you are here is because you have seen him at such events. Okay, speaking about this, actually very relevant to today's topic. Okay, yen and gold. Jin was actually invited to speak on local radio yesterday morning, 89.3 Money FM, where he did share and speak about safe haven currencies and where is gold heading, as now recently this week gold has been the hot topic in the finance world, okay, due to its strong rally these few days. So if you have missed that session, okay, you can actually go to Money FM's website and even find us on Facebook, where we do share the links and you can tune into that session. But I'm sure Jin will still go through a bit of what he spoke about yesterday today, since we have yen and gold upcoming today. So yeah, Jin, I think I can hand the session over to you to give our members more insights on yen and gold.
Alrighty. Yen and gold. Okay, so quick thumbs up. How many of you listened to the podcast yesterday? How many? On radio, or a lot of you are not local, so on the podcast. KK is looking for the link. I think Jin will be very nice and put in that link in there for all of you. So I cannot guarantee that it is the best information out there, but it's the best that I could do at that point in time. All right. So we are live on Facebook, on Forex Trading Asia as well. So if you can help me out, jump onto Forex Trading Asia on Facebook, click like, click share. Let's get everyone, more people onto this currency call that we do absolutely free. guiding you through all the different currency pairs on a daily basis. And I think, if I'm not wrong, I was counting just last night, we're approaching our 100th, I don't know when is it coming, I'll tell you again, we're approaching our 100th currency call video as well. So we might plan to do something a little bit special on the 100th one, or maybe the 101 video there, okay? So thank you all for attending, and I see a lot of regular names. I would like to see more regular faces. So, you know, but a lot of you are very video shy. So let's get started. On all of that, let's get started. First things first, we just wanted to share, it is the end of the month. Can you see my screen here? Yes, you can. Okay, we have a trading challenge that we run on a monthly basis. You would see it, you know, you'll see it on the header here. When you join the LCMS Traders Club, it's a $2,000 cash prize. This month we have Lim Tian Hui leading at about 229. Robbie, I just saw Robbie jump on the call. He was leading, dropped to second place now. So come on, Robbie, fight back. I know it's just a couple of small trades before you get back into first place. There is a $2,000 cash prize for the first place winner. Okay, so if you're keen to join, you know, I think Jim will put in that link as well. You can click set up an account and join, or you can jump on to LCMS Traders Club, and then we can guide you on how to join from there. Okay, LCMS Traders Club. Now I'll give you 2 seconds. Jump onto Facebook, search LCMS Traders Club, and click join. It is $49 a month to join, or $199 a year. At $199 a year, it's less than $1 a day to guide you through your whole trading journey, to make sure that you not only learn how to trade better, you actually make more money, and also be more confident with your trades. Why I say that is because a lot of you, let's have a look. Well, a good proportion of you came in from the Telegram channel. So we send out the signals first in the Telegram, in the Traders Club, before we send it to the Telegram channel, telling you whether to buy or sell and the reasons behind those analysis and those signals. Okay, so you get a lot more information rather than just copy the trades. You actually learn how to trade better. You actually learn what to do before or while you are entering those trades. Just last night we had a coaching session. We had a coaching session where Daniel give us a big wave. Daniel there was coaching everyone on how to trade the different wedge patterns on the charts, identifying wedge patterns so that you can get into continuation trades or reversal trades. And at the end of that session, I also guided everyone on real life trading opportunities leading up to the FOMC. And I know that if some of you, or well, those of you who joined, would have jumped into one or two of the good trades and would have made money on those trades that we spoke about as well. Okay, so real life trades, real life profits available, real life guidance through this whole process at LCMS Traders Club. And if you make money, or when you make money and you come in top in the challenge, you win an additional $2,000 cash prize as well. Okay, so make sure you join. I don't see it popping up, so I know a couple of you have not clicked yet. Make sure you click to join. Now let's look at the news. Okay, let's look at the news on Forex Factory. We just had the FOMC press conference this morning. As I was describing to Traders Club members last night, you know, pretty much predicted what they were going to say, where no change to interest rates, no change on taking any actions. They're ready to take action, but not going to do anything yet. It's a wait and see approach. And then later today, we have some Euro news, a US GDP number coming out. It's going to be terrible. Look at it. Look at it. Pay attention to this. It was minus 5%. They are expecting GDP to be minus, advanced GDP for the US to be minus 34.5%. Expectation of minus 34.5%. if it comes out at anywhere close to 34 to minus 34%, it is going to be a terrible number. Even if it's minus 30, even if it's minus 31, it might come out green. It's still going to be a terrible number. We might or seeing more US dollar downside coming because of this news on the advanced GDP from the USD. However, we already know that that's going to be likely because of what's happening in terms of the COVID cases. You know, I think they're reaching about 4 million, if I'm not wrong, and the number is still climbing. So, and they just came out of a shutdown. They're probably going back into another shutdown again, or negotiating whether to get into another shutdown. So all that number, you know, we are going to see bad GDP numbers. We're going to see around that ballpark of minus 34, minus big numbers, and we're going to see that weaker US dollar coming through tonight. Okay, so with that mindset in mind, we're going to start planning to see what trades we can look for in the event of a weaker US dollar, especially given the fact that FOMC earlier this morning did not booster the US dollar at much and did not give any surprise in terms of being a little bit more optimistic or even being more pessimistic as well. Okay, so nothing else, no real surprises there. Tomorrow, nothing much. Again, we have Canadian, which we will talk about tomorrow. Because we're approaching the end of the week, let's look at what's going to happen next week. We have some manufacturing PMI numbers. We have the Aussie cash rate and rate statement happening next Tuesday. So make sure you turn up. Monday, we're going to be talking about Aussie dollar. We're going to plan on how to trade that cash rate and rate statement on Tuesday. And we talk about New Zealand dollar as well, non-manufacturing PMI. Thursday, we're talking about the, well, Thursday we're talking about yen, but Wednesday we're talking about pound to prepare you for the flag rate decision and also the voting and the monetary policy report coming from the UK. Okay, so next week actually looks like it's going to be a lot of news, it's going to be a lot of analysis, a lot of information, and we're going to see the market possibly move quite significantly. Also because we have non-farm payrolls on Friday as well. So a lot of information next week. I hope to see everyone who's attending now, and also all your other trader friends, you know, tell them to attend, get them on board, get them informed so that you can trade, you know, everyone can trade better. All right. So with that said, let's jump into the charts. All right. Okay, can you see my chart there? Daniel, with a big thumbs up if you can see my chart. Good stuff. All right, so looking at the charts today, we're talking about the yen, so US yen, Euro yen, pound yen, and also gold, reserve currency, reserve commodity day. On the daily time frame, looking at the US yen, it is sitting at the 105 level. It's sitting at a 105 level. Can it drop further? Possibly. Looks like it could go lower, but I do anticipate that it might bounce back up a little bit, test, and then come lower. But because we're expecting some bad news coming from the US, we possibly could look at a weaker US yen coming up. Let's look at an H4 time frame. At this point, I think that we could see the US yen come back, test the 105.50 level, test at 105.50 level, and then possibly from there come back down again. Okay, so test at 105.50 level and come back down again. This is where I would be more interested in the US yen. Let it go up, test, keep your stop quite tight, you know, even a 50, 60 pip stop loss. You could be looking at even 100, 120, 130 pip take profit very quickly, or rather easily. You could be looking at a risk reward ratio of 1:2, or even 1:3 if we see that bad number coming from the US GDP. Okay, so quite straightforward in terms of the US yen. All right, if you have any questions, please put it in the chat. I know Daniel is giving us all the summaries there as well. Fantastic job. Looking at the euro yen. So euro yen, zoom in a little bit for you. It is retesting the 123.84 level, 123.83 level. At this point, it looks like we could see it sit at this point for a while before possibly coming back down, especially if the US yen goes lower. We could see that drag the euro yen down a little bit, okay? Because it's a yen pair, so if the yen starts gaining strength or the US dollar starts losing strength, we could see the yen come down, we could see it pull the euro yen down as well. But it's also the euro US that's trying to climb up, right? So I'll just jump briefly to the euro US. Euro US is still on the upward trajectory, so that could lead to that conflict, right? Yen trying to come down, gain strength and come down, euro US trying to go back up. So that could lead to the euro yen sitting at this 123.83 level, maybe for a bit of an extended period of time. But at this point, I anticipate that we could see it sit there. I'm looking to see if it could come down on the downside. If I remove this line, just make it a little bit clearer. If it looks like it's coming down, we could see this as a bit of a double top pattern. So if it comes down lower, you could be looking at that stop of maybe 70 pips from a good 150 risk reward ratio of 1:3 there, or 1:2. Sorry, terrible math. 1:2 there. But if it breaks upwards, we could see if it breaks upwards above the 124.40 level, we could see a stop loss there to a take profit. Let me see, take profit level. Let me zoom out one more. Take profit level at about that point there. So your stop loss about 70 to even 100 and 120. Okay, so both the upside and the downside for the euro yen does look like it could be that 70 stop loss, 120, 150 take profit, both on the upside and downside. Have a little patience, wait for that move to happen, wait for it to break that 123.83 level before you make a decision whether to buy it up or whether to sell it lower. Okay, makes sense so far? Alrighty, let me just check the chat again. Good stuff. Lucky last on the yen, the pound yen. Yesterday, I was telling our Trader Club members, stay away from the pound yen for the news, because that volatility is possibly going to stop you out before you make any money on the trades. And I put it on the H1 time frame and zoom in a little bit, you can see that volatility during the news. It's just spiking up, spiking down, a lot of tails and candles, a lot of tails up and downwards, but no real direction. So if you jump into a trade on the pound yen, that could lead to a lot of stop losses and no real profits. But looking at it on the H4 time frame, pound yen, if it breaks above this 136.60 level, we could look at a very tight stop at 30 pips for a good 90 pip take profit. 1:3 on the upward move in this scenario. Okay, in this scenario, 1:3 on the upward move. Also because we have seen the pound gaining. Pound has been on the straight line upwards gaining as well. That's why I'm looking at the pound yen moving up towards the 137.67 level. Okay, makes sense so far? Everyone's been super quiet. I don't think there's any questions. Do we want to know about gold? Put it in the chat. Do you want to know about gold? Say, type gold if you want to know about gold. What to do with gold? Type gold. G-O-L-D. G-O-L-D. I want to see how many golds are we going to see. Good stuff. I'm happy that you're all paying attention. Good stuff. All right. So let's look at gold. Gold sitting at 1964 right now. It came very close to that 2000 level. It came very close to that 2000 level. It came all the way to 1979, just before 2000 level, and then now it looks like it's going to sit there. It's possibly going to retrace a little bit, right? I love trading that gold commodity. You know, I've been looking at it, and I'm just giving a brief history in time now. I've been looking at it since it was sitting at 1730, right? So that gold line, 1730. If you go back to all the videos we talked about, 1730, I said if it breaks this, it's getting 1800. If it gets to 1800, 1850, 1900, and then possibly 2000. Right now, it didn't really hit 2000. It's sitting at 1964. At this point, I think it's possibly going to come down a little bit, or a smidge. It's going to come down a smidge before going back up to retest and break, right? Retest and break 2000. But after it hits and break 2000, I think it's going to come back down again. Okay, I do believe that it breaks 2000, it's going to come back down again. But please make sure you wait for that to come back down. Look to buy gold, don't look to sell. All right, look to buy gold, don't look to sell. I get into this a lot more detail on the podcast. I know you have shared the link already, so make sure you listen to that podcast there. We got into a little bit more details of gold and also all the different analysis there. Okay, so gold is going to be an opportunity. Let it come back down, let it bounce, and then look to get in at even the 1960 level for that upward move towards 2000, possibly towards 2000, and then it's possibly going to retrace and come back down off the 2000 level. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the session today. I'll pass it back over to Jonathan.
Thanks, Jin, for your yen and gold analysis today, and also the coverage of the FOMC last night. Okay, so for FOMC, I think we have received many questions. I hope Jin's sharing has helped you guys along. Okay, so just going to run a final poll here of how you found our session today. Okay, and I'd just like to remind that, as Jin has mentioned, many news coming up for next week. We run this session every morning free of charge. So I hope to see many of you guys join us daily, okay, for tomorrow and even next week. And also hope to see you guys on the Traders Club, where you can get even more information if you like what we do here on a daily basis. So, yep. Thank you very much. Thanks, Alfred, and everybody else. Okay, so we see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. No work tomorrow, no excuse. So, yep.
See ya. Bye.